justice prevails and the voices of the oppressed are finally heard, UFT will one day reflect on this moment and realize that they stood on the wrong side of history, even trying to take credit for it like they did with South Africa. But we the people will remember that we stood firm, we stood strong, and we stood together for Palestine. Our movement is not defined by the spaces we occupy, but by the principles that we uphold. We have lit a flame of resistance that will not be extinguished by court orders or police threats. This is just the beginning. We will continue to speak out and to fight until justice for Palestine is achieved. Our struggle is just, our cause is righteous, and our victory is inevitable. Together we will triumph, and together we will see a free Palestine. From the river! From the river!
Hi everyone, my name is Erin Mackey. I'm a recent graduate here at the University of Toronto, and I've been at this encampment for the past 63 days. We have borne witness to Israel's genocidal assault on Gaza, on Rafah, and the people of Palestine. As students, as human beings, it is our duty to stand up and demand that institutions like the University of Toronto, that they're demanding they're not complicit and that they do not profit off of genocide. Since the establishment of the People's Circle for Palestine 63 days ago, the university administration has made their position very clear. President Gertler and UFT's Governing Council do not care about the ongoing genocide and decimation of Palestinian lives. Shame. They do not care about their students. They do not care. What they do care about is their bottom line and lining their pockets with money made from weapons and bombs and death and destruction and murder and the murder of Palestinians. Last week's Governing Council meeting laid bare the fascist tendencies of this institution for all to see. Fascists! During negotiations with the administration back in May, we were offered the ability to speak at the Governing Council. However, when we later followed up on this promise, we were refused and denied entry into the meeting. Portions of this meeting, however, were made public, so let us revisit some of the shocking statements made about our encampment while students were not there to defend themselves. 1. Professor Rami Elitzer compared Jewish students in the encampment to Nazis and referred to equity, diversity, and inclusion as an improvised explosive device, the preferred weapon of terrorists. Shame. Governor Danielle Skipp suggested exiling some of us to some patch of grass far away. Shame. Governor Ann Coran casually asked why campus police couldn't simply move us. Governor Brian Madden proposed using drones and facial recognition and AI to hunt us down. These are not the words of educators. They are the ravings of authoritarians terrified of student power and Palestinian liberation. President Gertler's behavior throughout this encampment and at the Governing Council meeting was equally disgraceful. Not only did he and others in the room leave some of the governors discussing commentary entirely unaddressed, but he then proceeded to watch from the comfort of his car as campus police shoved and pushed and brutalized students, Palestinian students, including Palestinian organizers trying to engage in peaceful dialogue. Shame. This is a president who would rather hide behind police protection than meet with his students, the students he is supposed to serve. Shame. What's more, the judge's order made it crystal clear that encampment was never anti-Semitic or hateful. Despite the university's consistent accusations, despite these baseless accusations and threats from Zionist outside agitators around the clock for the past 63 days, the court found no evidence to support these claims. Justice Conan specifically noted that our statements are, quote, of the nature and intensity that one might expect from student activists, but have never approached violence or hatred. Not only that, the court went further and recognized our swift action in addressing any issues of hate. And the judge specifically noted that the chants made within the encampment and heard week after week at Palestine protests across the city, which the university cited as evidence of hate, did not meet the threshold for anti-Semitism. This ruling exposes the university's attempt to defame us as baseless and malicious. The university has failed in its duty to listen to the students, the faculty, and the staff who would make up this institution. But ignoring us will make us go nowhere. We will continue to show up. We will continue to demand divestment. We are not slowing down. This encampment is only one tactic of many. We will continue to show up day after day after day after day after day after day until the University of Toronto divests from weapons manufacturers and companies complicit in Israeli apartheid, and until Palestine is free.
And I'm a graduate student at the University of Toronto. For the past 8+ months, we students have been calling on the University of Toronto to do the bare minimum, to be neutral with their investments. But even beyond this, the first Israeli
Release the hostages!
For 18 years, students have been calling UFT to divest from the
hostages because of you committed suicide.
Release the hostages, all of them, including Palestinian hostages. Including Palestinian hostages.
Palestinian death. As a student at this university, I refuse to stand idly by as I watch my tuition money be invested into bombs and murder. We are departing from the encampment early, not just to avoid police brutality, but to deny UFT the spectacle they crave. We refuse to be props in their performance. Instead, we have been determined to dismantle our camp with the same peaceful discipline and purpose with which we built it 2 months ago. As we decamp, we send this message to the University of Toronto. We are just getting started. This encampment is one of many tactics, and in this space, we have become stronger. The status quo of impunity can no longer stand. We demand action, not lip service. And as we have said from the very beginning, we demand commitments, not committees. To the Toronto Police Service, we see you. We know your history of violence, particularly against those advocating for Palestinian rights. But know this, your batons and pepper spray won't be tasting Palestinian blood today. Your riot gear will go unused. And your police budget will continue to go unearned. But make no mistake, we are not leaving this fight. We are evolving. The encampment was always just one tactic in our vast toolbox. Our campaign continues stronger. Stronger and more determined than ever. We have started targeted outreach to alumni. And come fall, every incoming student will hear our message loud and clear. We have built relations at this encampment with people across social movements. These are the relations that will help us achieve our demands. Our achievements are undeniable. We forced UFT to come to the table and negotiate around Palestine for the first time in its history. We compelled the institution to consider concrete actions to address the Palestine exception, including a newly funded Institute for Palestine Palestine, which the university offered us during negotiations. Our encampment has been the longest held in UFT's history, and one of the largest encampments globally, a testament to the sheer strength and robust commitment of students, faculty, and the broader community. To our fellow students and to our fellow community members, join us. The fight for Palestinian rights is a battle for the soul of institutions and the conscience of our society. Whatever institution you have access to and influence over, you need to take this campaign there. UFT and all institutions complicit in Palestinian oppression, hear this. We will not stop until there is justice. Israeli apartheid at UFT began long before we set up our tanks on May 2nd and will continue until UFT ends its complicity in this genocide. And as we have said since day one, disclose, divest, we will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest, we will not stop, we will not rest, disclose, divest, we will not stop, we will not rest, disclose.
Achieved is cutting ties with academic institutions in Israel to cooperate with the war machine. The only way that can be achieved is for UFT to disclose its divestment so we can know that they actually divested. This is not possible any other way.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva